Thank you so much for joining us once again. Welcome to KTN News Centre. And we begin with the third Kenya National Commission for UNESCO Cultural Celebrations, which will be taking place at the Jomo Kenyatta Sports Ground in Kisumu today. Now, the mythical rock python, Omieri, which died 31 years ago, is said to be an attraction at the event where art and cultural performances will be exhibited. So right now, I'd like us to cross over to Kisumu County and speak to our reporter Kevin Ogutu. Kevin, good morning. I know as Kisumu residents are looking forward to this day 31 years after Omieri was killed. Omieri is back, but the question is, will it still attract tourists as when it was alive? And what do you expect during these celebrations that are beginning today?
Well, a very good morning, Brenda. And talking about good morning, this is a particularly good morning, not just for the residents of Kisumu, but for the visitors from across the country who are streaming in to Jomo Kenyatta Sports Ground. And it's good that you've mentioned Omieri, the mythical rock python that died 21 years ago. And actually, I wished we could get the pictures for our viewers, but there's so many people who are teaming there just to have a glimpse of the Omieri, the python. Remember, this was one python nicknamed Omieri by the local community that was really revered and respected a lot by the community. There was also a number of beliefs around it, that it was responsible for bumper harvest, and all other taking care of the well-being of the Luo community. So we are talking about the third NatCom, national cultural celebrations, the first one having been held at the KICC and the second one at the Machakos. And this is coming hot on the heels of recognition of the Thimlich Ohinga, quite a magnificent enclosure made up of rocks that the UNESCO recognized just way back in June or thereabout. So, Brenda, the chief guest for this function, of course, there's a lot of preparation going on, the final touches right behind me. So the chief guest here will be none other than Ambassador Amina Mohamed, the Education Cabinet Secretary, who should be getting into this place anytime from now. And talking of that, now that I have the Secretary General of NatCom, Dr. Evangeline Joka, I will quickly bring her on board. So, good morning, Daktari.
Good morning.
Yes, so we are talking about the third NatCom, National Cultural Celebrations, coming hot on the heels of recognition of Kit Mikayi. How far have we come as a Kenya?
We've come from very far in terms of preservation of culture, and this marks a very good celebration, and I wish to welcome all of us to the third Kenya National Commission for UNESCO Cultural Celebrations. So we are here at Jomo Kenyatta Sports Ground, and we are ready for the grand opening. We have exhibitions from a number of counties and institutions, and it's going to be lovely to experience our culture from all the corners of this country. And the theme of our celebrations is national cohesion, identity and pride. Culture is our identity, and we have to be proud about our culture because culture unites us, and we are here indeed to experience the unique culture of every community in Kenya. So I wish to welcome all of us.
Apart from the Omieri, which is attracting quite a big crowd here, yeah, what more should people expect for those who are maybe outside the town?
Thank you very much. Apart from Omieri, we have exhibitions from every corner of the country. Different counties are exhibiting. We have a number of institutions like universities and research institutions, and basically comparing the modern science and the traditional science. A number of institutions are doing that. We also have dances, performances, artworks. We also have a youth extravaganza. We are going also to experience our very own Benga music. So we also have a Benga music night. We have fashion shows. So we have variety of things to experience in this compound.
Okay, Daktari, the most recent site to be recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site was Thimlicho Hinga in Migori County. We have quite a number of sites that Kenya has already applied that would like to be incorporated, to be included, to be listed as World Heritage Sites. What should Kenyans expect from that sites that are yet to be recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites?
Thank you very much. In nomination of sites to UNESCO World Heritage Sites, we work in partnership with the national museums and of course the communities. And yes, recently Kenya was given the 7th World Heritage Site, Thimlicho Ohinga, and we have a number of sites that are in the tentative list. And what we request is actually the communities or the counties to ensure that they preserve, they identify the natural sites, they preserve it, they ensure that actually they bring in the national museums just to make it a national monument. And from there, then the nomination process starts, and we facilitate the nomination process. And once it meets the criteria, then it's going to be enlisted. And we are hoping that every year we are going, to ensure that we have a natural site or a cultural site actually enlisted in the UNESCO World Heritage Site, so that we can improve tourism in this country.
Okay.
Thank you
very much. Brenda, that was Dr. Evangeline Njoka, the Secretary General of NATCOM, that's the Kenya National Commission on UNESCO. And now that we are talking about matters, culture, remember it was just yesterday that a team from the county government of Kisumu established a board to oversee the operations of Kit Mikayi, which is also quite a very significant attraction in this region. So this is also one place that has been used for both the ritual and for tourist attraction as well. That is the Kit Mikayi granitic tours in Seme sub-county of Kisumu County. And I'm also lucky to have another guest here. And kindly, how are the preparations so far?
The preparations for this festival, are going on well. As mentioned by the Secretary General, this is a congregation of the 47 counties of Kenya for the 3rd Kenya National Commission for UNESCO Cultural Festival. Kisumu County is proud to host this festival, and as you can see, everything is on course. A number of activities are lined up, and everything is going on just fine.
How many exhibitors?
So far, we have received entries from about 31 counties and 8 universities, and a number of private exhibitors. Yes.
Thank you so much. 31 counties and over 8 universities will be exhibiting right here. Of course, from the pictures that we can see, we have the exhibition. The exhibition booths are facing each other, so it means there's a lot of activity going on right behind me, from which we cannot really be visible from here. So that is the match that we have here, Brenda, regarding the preparations. Of course, as we promised, we'll make sure that we bring the pictures of where Omieri is. Remember, I said we have quite a number of people there who have come to watch all the way from Mandera, Mombasa, who've come here to actually get a glimpse of what Omieri, the magical python snake, was. Brenda.
It's good you've mentioned Omieri, because I'm just wondering, and probably some of our viewers are also wondering, if Omieri was alive today, it should have attracted more tourists, unlike when it's dead, because it's coming back to Kisumu County 31 years after it was killed. I don't know what residents have to say about that.
Well, I managed to speak with a number of residents. Of course, remember, 31 years ago, quite a number of those who are coming here might not have been able to interact with Omieri. But then again, having been on its own in the wild, it attracts more attention right now because it is preserved and it is in good shape, and you are able to actually get to see it. And I don't know if we could just talk to one of the people who've come here. Probably, have you been able to see Omieri?
No, I've not seen it. It is still there. People are so many crowded there. I'll see it.
But you really wanted to see Omieri?
I will. Okay. Because people believe that that snake is living.
Yes.
That's what people believe.
Yes.
It can make some effects in some bloods of some people and change the brain.
You are pretty old when Omieri died 31 years ago. Did you have an opportunity to see it?
No, I've not seen it. This will be my first time to see it.
And for you, do you think it now attracts more attention than it would if it was alive?
So many people are there looking, and many people came to see it. People, don't know what will happen here, but they heard that Omieri is around. That is the place. You can see they are there.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So, Brenda, that is it from the horse's mouth. Unless somebody else wants to speak here. What's your name, please?
My name's Chachi Luceno.
I'll hold it for you.
I'm Chachi Luceno. I'm a lover of music. I'm in the national choir, and also I participate in the Kisumu County Choir. So I've just come all the way from Vihiga. That's my residence, but I normally come to Kisumu. So I've come to participate through music. And also I heard there is Omieri there. So we want to have a look at the Omieri, because I've never seen it.
This will be your first time?
Yeah, it will be my first time. Yes.
Okay, so you also from the choir?
I'm from the choir.
Yes.
Lakini nina neno moja tu. Omieri ilikuwa Nairobi. Tunaomba watu wachie Omieri hapa Kisumu, sisi pia tupate mapato. Watu wageni wakuje waone Omieri hapa Kisumu. Wasirudishe Omieri Nairobi. Naomba gavana wetu ahakikishe Omieri imebaki hapa. Sisi wale wanatoka Nairobi pia wakuje waone Omieri hapa na tupate mapato. Hiyo ndio maombi yangu.
That is it. Brenda, now you get it from the horse's mouth. Residents are quite anxious to see Omieri. Those who are old enough to have seen it didn't manage to see it, so it clearly indicates that this is quite a good opportunity for everyone, both who were alive when Omieri was alive and those who were born after, like myself, get the opportunity to have a look at what Omieri is, and maybe was, now that it is well preserved. Brenda.
Kevin, thanks for that update. I think I need to let you go so that you can also have a look at Omieri 31 years after, and so that you can, just get a glimpse of how Omieri looks like, because it comes back to Kisumu as a preserved snake. So, just hearing what the residents of Kisumu say, that they want Omieri not to come back to Nairobi because of tourism. Of course, I hope the governor of Kisumu has had their cry. Thank you so much, Kevin Ogutu, for that report. And away from Kisumu County,